안녕하세요, 김치들. 잘 지내요?
김치들, today we are going to talk about the DMZ tour that we told you about. We took the tour actually last month with Melina, who was our special guest on the Korean War 한국전쟁 episode.
네, 맞아요. We were gonna go by ourselves, but then we found a tour in English online, and it seemed like they had a good program, and the transportation was really convenient, since everyone could go together, so we decided to take the tour. And since our friends had a tight schedule, the tour was a pretty quick and effective way to go see the DMZ.
Kimchis, there are so many tour options. You guys can join whichever one you like or just go by yourself and do your own tour. Ours was half a day long and they pick us up in the center of the Seoul at 7:30 a.m. and then it took around 1 hour by bus to get to Panmunjom, which is where the part of the DMZ we were visiting stars. That depends on the traffic. The tour finished around 2 p.m. over there. By the time we came back to Seoul, it was around 3 p.m. Lunch was not included, so we took some snacks and water. There are cafeterias and the cafes at the tour sites, but we didn't really explore those as we wanted to save time. Oh, the most important thing is that we had to bring our IDs.
맞아요.
ID card for Koreans and the passport for foreigners to be able to enter this civilian control zone, which is the part of the DMZ we were allowed to be in.
맞아요. I remember we were in a hurry because time was very limited. There were a lot of tourists there as well, not just us. And the thing is, we were only allowed to be in the civilian control zone
민간 출입 통제구역 in Korean.
For only 3 hours.
Yeah, only 3 hours,
Yeah.
exactly.
It was all very controlled.
Yes, also there was so much history and many stories that we learned about. It was informative and educational. It reminded me of what I had learned in school when I was young. 안드레스는 어땠어요?
선생님, if you're learning Korean, I think you should learn about this part of Korean culture as well. This is such a huge part of Korean history and how South Korea actually became what it is today. Going there to the DMZ, it really changed my perspective on a lot of things regarding Korean
Really?
society. Yeah. And it helped me understand Korea a little bit more. There's just so much pain there.
You're right. You know what made me feel really weird? When we went to the observatory, 전망대 in Korean, we South Koreans can travel to so many countries in the world, but not North Korea, which was literally I was in front of my eyes.
Yeah, like we saw it. It was there. We could see the trees, people.
And we saw North Koreans working,
Yeah.
farming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and something, but going back to what you were saying, I can only imagine how you feel. We learned about the separated families, which, for those who don't know, are families that were separated when North and South Korea split. They were separated out of the blue and didn't know that they would never be able to meet each other freely again. That was so hard to hear about.
Yes.
There's a lot of history to unpack there as well.
It's such a tragic story. My friend's grandparents are from North Korea, and her family has been waiting for the day when they can reunite for their whole life. It's been about 70 years since the split happened. I was told that her grandfather passed away a few years ago, looking forward to meeting his family in North Korea. Also, they miss them so much, especially whenever holidays like us 설날 and 추석 come around every year.
That's why there was a wall with lots of photos hung on it. Kimchi's. It was a wall covered with yellow ribbons. The tour guide told us that separated families visit the DMZ to do a ritual ceremony on special holidays in honor of their relatives on the other side.
There was a time separate family used to be able to reunite once a year. The meeting was arranged by the Hyundai Group because the founder Tong Ju-young was from North Korea. So when he was alive, he proactively led and supported North Korean related projects such as 개성공단 in order to reunite Korean into one.
There was a cow bridge as well. The official name is the Unification Bridge, 동일대교, which was built by the founder of Hyundai, Mr. Jung Ju-young, who crossed the very same bridge he helped build. going into North Korea in 1998. And he brought over 1,001 cows as a present for the North Korean people. Kimchi's. If you're interested in this story, make sure to look it up.
Yeah.
And actually, I remember 1,000 cows were for the North Korean people.
And
that one extra cow was for his father because when he left North Korea to go to South Korea, he actually stole his father's cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
just so touching.
It was to make up for what he did.
Exactly. Oh, I remember that was all over the news at the time when I was young.
Oh, it must have been.
It is. Okay. Andres, so we have so many stories. What impressed you the most during the tour?
선생님, definitely the tunnel, for sure.
You mean 제3땅굴, the third infiltration tunnel, right?
No.
It's pretty scary, and officially we are still in the truth, Kimchi's. The tunnel is one of the many that have been found coming from North Korea into South Korea. It is suspected that the tunnels were meant to be used to invade South Korea. Did you know that we have the phone lines 111 or 113, 111 아니면 113 to report espionage from North Korea, or for North Koreans who escape to other countries who need help coming to South Korea to live in exile?
Wow, I did not know that. Weirdly, that makes sense. That's why you guys have many movies about espionage or secret agents. But going back to the tunnel, yeah, we went down all the way to the end. That tunnel was discovered in 1978, and as of today, there are 4 tunnels that South Korea is aware of. Imagine that. And supposedly, there are about 20 tunnels in total, give or take. So a lot more are yet to be found, according to the tour guide at least. Going there made me realize how close Seoul really is to North Korea. It's a bit scary to think about, if I'm honest.
I feel like we are getting too serious. Ooh. Let me share something good from those sad stories to lighten up. But 오늘은 여기까지, Kimchi's. Tune in next week for the second part of the DMZ episode and the vocabulary for the lesson.
Stay tuned!